I think I've figured out Bionano's next plan that they're going to attempt to use to put them over the top. And it's very simple. You can see it right here. It's marketing. And I'm going to give you my evidence for this in a couple different job listings here. And that's how I'm going to substantiate it. It's very clear. We can see through the responsibilities what some of these people that they would like to hire would be doing. And I think this is their next phase. We haven't really seen an emphasis on marketing whatsoever, really, this entire year. Now I think this is what they're going to be doing. So I want to go over the details there. They tweeted it. We're going to go over the tweets today, and then the filings. There's a couple new filings today, somewhat negligible. However, we're going to go over that, along with the PLA codes that's coming out pretty soon. Recapping what we talked about yesterday on the financial side and the last few days, have our adoptions. Also, today we're going to do a full technical analysis because I've been seeing a lot of people saying this and that about the technicals, and I want to tell you what I'm seeing because it's completely different than what most are, and I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good if you're not going to watch. Long story short, the technicals look better than what you think they are right now, to what I can tell. That's, in my opinion, of course. Make your own decision. And without anything else, let's go over the marketing strategy and substantiate my claim. Global marketing scientific content writer. You can see it's very simple. Own scientific communications, blog posts, right? Social media posts, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, website, educational content modules. All it is trying to increase the Bionano awareness and trying to get more people to know about the Sapphire. Translate scientific publications featuring Bionano's OGM into crisp messaging, into ape language, right? The science, transform that to the English version of it, if you will. And this is a very common theme. The marketing is obviously, I mean, if we go right here, digital marketing manager, this one sounds very interesting. Develop Bionano's global digital marketing strategy. That doesn't sound like, one little publication or one study. This sounds like we're going to have marketing emphasis and direction going forward. And I think these new, we've been talking about this a little bit recently. I think that with the new ones that we've gotten, we got the global marketing, the one we were talking about just a second ago that I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head. That one was just yesterday. This one was a week ago. And if we just go down here, you can find more, right? Marketing manager China. There's a ton of these. They're everywhere. Marketing is where we're going to be heading into, and we're going to be putting some effort into that. And I think only good things can happen. I want them to spend a lot of money. I want them to try to get the word out there because it's my belief that the Sapphire, the more people that know about it, the more people they're going to buy it. At the end of the day, we've got the best product in the world at what it does. Greater than 500 base pair SV detection. The more people that know about that, the more sales we get in the aggregate. So I like what I'm seeing there. This makes me optimistic. This gets me excited for quarter 3. And their Twitter, slightly negligible here. Talking about the ESHG, we've known this is going to be happening for a while. They're giving us some details there. And now talking about the filings, you're still looking at about 29.5% institutional ownership. New filings today, these are completely negligible. This is barely more shares than I have. Now the PLA codes, this is interesting. This is October. This is right around the corner, man. October, these become effective. And these are going to be they're bigger than most of you guys realize, I think, because it's not really going to show up in the stop price necessarily. However, stuff like this is how you know the company is legit and that the company's doing things to actually help themselves, and they're doing themselves some favors through things like getting the proprietary laboratory analyses codes. These are going to help us go along and solve and get around the FDA dilemma problem. Right, that's the FDA approval. That's a big problem that reimbursements can help. And getting the LDTs built, getting the PLA codes developed, and becoming effective, these are ways that we can do this. These are becoming effective in October, and these will most likely help quarter 4 sales in a big way. And we've got a while to the quarter 4 earnings report, obviously. However, you got to like to see it. You have to like this stuff, man. We know this stuff is going to happen, and this is why we have a legit company and something that's worth holding on to. Things like this, reasons like this. And if you want to short-term trade it, if you want to say the hodlers are making no money, fine, man. But it's things like this that will make the long-term hodlers in the stock market, and specifically for Bionano, make more money in the long run. That's my opinion. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. This channel is never just going to disappear like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it ages. But that's just what I'm thinking. Now to recap yesterday's video in a couple sentences. Revenue for 2021 for Bionanos, it's on track to be better than any other year we've ever had. Right? And that's what I'll leave you with. It's looking fantastic. So if you want to give me the argument that Bionano doesn't deserve a $1.6 billion market cap right now, we've gone up from 50 cents. You're like, that's not justified, Brandon. What has the stock done? What has the company done? One of the things we've done is had the best first half of the year revenue-wise ever. Okay, all right, now going on to the stuff that we've got earlier in the week. These are some SAVR adoptions, and I'll just recap it with one sentence quickly here. SAVR adoptions are happening in quarter 3. The bulk of them we don't know about. However, these are some that are giving us some good feelings, and these are good things that are happening. Now, for the technical analysis, let's go ahead and maximize this. All right, so it's very clear what I'm seeing. I don't really know what everybody else is doing, but we have a clear, let me make this exact, okay? We have a very clear level of resistance here. You got a couple touch points. You got a clear break. Well, you got a clear break. You got a daily close above yesterday, and then we got another daily close above today. Hammer candle yesterday, which is a bullish candlestick pattern. Today wasn't not as beautiful as far as price action, but still, you got 2 closes above this line, man. We have never had that since 9/12, since June 8th. We've never had 2 daily closes above this. In fact, we've never had 1 daily close. So this is a confirmed breakout. It is. Is it going to be for sure that we're going to be, hitting the price target now? Which if we draw up a price target, technically speaking, I'm not saying we're going to hit this. I'm just saying, this is what it would be on a descending wedge, which is a bullish chart pattern. This is going to be about 720. That's 10, and this is a bullish chart pattern, man. This is a price target based on this chart pattern. All right, I'm not just pulling that out of the arse. That's actually how you draw a price target for the descending wedge. That is what we should be hitting. So the chart based on that, it doesn't look that bad. Now, what I'm really excited about is this right here. If we go to the stochastic indicator on the weekly, and this is not, I'm not doing all the indicators today. I just want to do a couple for you. The stochastic indicator. Now, although this, when you look at an indicator like this, an oscillator like this stochastic indicator here, you have to look, one thing you have to look at is past performance. You can see it timed the top and the bottom here very nicely. That was the top. That was the top on both of them. That was your sell signal. Here's your buy signal, right? You sell here. You don't buy back in until you're below, until you're oversold. This is when you buy. You bought in at 430 or 5, low 5s. And we haven't got the sell signal yet. We have not got the sell signal yet at all on the weekly stochastic indicator. In fact, we are almost in buy zone. We're almost in buy zone. And what this tells me is that there's not much left. There's not much farther that we can go down if we're going. If we're going to go down, it can't be by much more based on this indicator, right? I mean, back to here, you were almost oversold. And you were, barely, you were essentially at the bottom. I think you could see, I think this right now in the next few weeks could prove to be a very similar scenario. And, last time you were oversold here, you went up from 430, you went up 100% less than a month. This time, who knows what's going to happen, but this is getting in buy territory, man. And if we look at the other indicators, daily stochastic indicators, not looking as great. You're in bullish territory. You're about midway. You're about neutral, so nothing to say there, really. It's ish. It's iffy. RSI, same thing. So we've got, we're not like completely out of the woods yet as far as the technicals. You still got the bearish Supertrend. You still got the bearish SAR and Supertrend on the weekly, right? You got rejected perfectly, actually, at That's not a candle. That's a freaking trend line. I was confused. I was like, wait a second, we didn't hit 7 this week. But you've got bearish sentiment and direction trend gaugers represented by the SAR and the Supertrend right there on the daily, weekly as well. So, it's not like everything's perfect. We're not above the 21-day SMA. We're getting closer. We're getting very close, actually. We actually closed right on it. Yeah, we actually closed directly on the 21-day SMA. And I would love a close above that. But, basically Ape language, I know we just went over a lot of stuff, that rapid fire, but I think the chart is not looking that bad, to tell you the truth. And at the end of the day, we all know what it's going to come down to, right? Most of the time, it just comes down to what these stocks do. With if Nano Dimension, Microvision, Gevo, if these guys go up, we'll go up with them. If not, we'll go down with them. That's typically what happens. But without anything else, without any further ranting, let's go ahead and show you the account and the portfolio here. I'm holding all my shares, and I'm holding all my shares, man. I'm holding for a long time. I'm a long-term hodler. I believe in the company. I think the Sapphire is going to do great things. With that being said, feel free to check out Newsweek, the YouTube channel, and the website, link in the description. Thank you so much. This is not financial advice. I will see you all in the next one.